Today we'll be having a look at and showing you how to install the Mighty Cord 7-way RV style trailer connector, part number A10-7W8. Now your cord can become damaged in many ways. Most commonly, you forget to unplug it when you uncouple from your fifth wheel trailer or your other type of trailer that you have, and it breaks off or tears, something of that nature, or it drags on the ground somehow when you're towing your trailer and it wears holes in the wire. So that's a good situation where you would justify replacing it. Now the replacement cord that we have here today is a molded design. So what that means is that our connector is molded onto the cable end to help prevent moisture from getting inside. And we have a total length of 8 foot of wire to go to our junction box or our unions where our wires will meet the rest of the wiring on our trailer. This is an ideal replacement for broken, damaged, worn out, frayed connectors for your trailer. This will work with fifth wheel trailers, gooseneck trailers, any trailer out there with a 7-way connector, this will work for it. This 7-way connector is available in various different sizes to fit your needs or your application. It's super easy to plug in. Just line up the tab on the top of it and slide it into your 7-way on the back of your vehicle. And here's what it looks like installed in conjunction with a junction box. A junction box makes it easier for you to add replacement lights down the road or to add additional lights or other features to your vehicle or your trailer that can work off of your 7-way connector. Now that we've gone over some features of our Mighty Cord 7-way connector, we'll show you how to get it installed. We're going to cut off our existing 7-way wire past all the damaged section, making sure we leave enough slack in it to use our junction box. You want to make sure that you have your batteries disconnected on your trailer at this time, if you have any. Okay, so this is the junction box we're using. We're going to take our cord, measure a little bit less than the full length of it, and we will cut off the outer sheathing. Okay, once we have it cut all the way through, we can pull back the sheath, exposing our wires inside. Now we'll open up our junction box. Now inside the junction box, you can see it's labeled with the corresponding colors. You have your white, your black, your yellow, your red, green, brown, and blue, and the corresponding functions, which are correct in most applications. But because we're just using this to combine our old 7-way wiring with the new 7-way connector, we'll just match them up by color. Now we'll take one of our grommets that comes with the junction box, slide our wires through it, make sure the sheathing goes inside of it. Take our junction box now, take out one of the knockouts, slide the grommet into that hole. Okay, now we'll secure the wire with a clamp and our provided screws. And we'll tighten these down so the wire can't be pulled out. On our replacement 7-way, I went ahead and cut off some more of the sheathing. I'll slide another one of those grommets over the wires and down onto the sheathing itself. And we'll go through another hole. And we'll clamp it in place just like we did the other one. Now I'll pull back and make sure it's secure. Now we can start stripping back our wires, cutting it into length, and matching up with the corresponding colors. We'll start with our blue one first. So we'll strip back some insulation from both blue wires. And on each blue wire, we will attach some small yellow ring terminals, which we have available on our website. Crimp them in place. Slide them over the stud for our blue terminal. Place on one of our star washers, followed by a nut, and we'll tighten that down. So we'll continue this process for all of our colored wires, matching them up color for color. All right, with them all secured and matched up properly, we now have a proper electrical connection. And if we need to add any accessories later to our trailer, such as extra lights, we can easily do it inside of our junction box. And with all of our connections made, we'll put the cover on, re-secure the screws. Okay, now we're gonna mount our junction box up next to this other electrical box in our kingpin box. We'll be using a couple self-tapping screws to secure this. Just like that, with our screws installed, our junction box is secure and is readily accessible in case you need to make any repairs or add any electrical accessories such as additional lights. Now that we have everything installed, we'll take our new plug and we'll plug it into a 7-way on the back of a truck to test out all of our functions and make sure everything's working correctly. Okay, we'll start by turning our headlights on. See our tail light and running lights are working properly. Do a left turn signal. That works. Right turn signal. That works. Step on the brakes. Those are working. And while we're stepping on the brakes, we'll make sure our turn signals work correctly. Okay, that's all good. So everything's working properly. That completes our look at and showing you how to install the Mighty Cord 7-way RV style trailer connector, part number A10-7W8.